LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oklahoma's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is...
Catch inside the 30 and still running. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And
there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got it on the run. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. To the air, it's Owens. Puts him in the spin cycle. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they strike first.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The LSU Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Just a little off. Incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Firing deep. And the pass was broken up, incomplete. And there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this This feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Snyder. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He makes a catch. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Using the quick game. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield. It's Lindsey. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Already a solid start. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Got the tight end outside. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Sooners in the hurry-up.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. USC is currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Notre Dame. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Snagged out of the air. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got his man quickly. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on. It's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. LSU right back to the line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the side.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, They're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
Makes the catch on the left. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the running back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Up-tempo for the offense.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. Rides the back on the option, the give. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
LSU 0.
Coming out with it, it's Miles. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. They're working that left side. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Lindsey. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45 a lot of times. So many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep going.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Got a man. It's Jefferson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7. 2 wide out to either side. Dropping back, it's Owens. That's caught. It's Ferguson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
It's complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Across the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. He'll do it himself. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. From the gun. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pressure coming. They get to him, and boy, did this defense need that.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
3rd and goal, and let's Let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Trying play action. Got his man on the right. The big tight end was fighting for every inch, but he will be stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Lindsey. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Owens. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll immediately call timeout. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Going right to work up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Finds his tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And it slips just inside that right upright. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Tigers want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hauls it in. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Handoff from the gun. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Here's a heat. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Floating away. He's going to run it. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Caught behind the line. It's Fields. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This ground trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Complete. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Reads it, fires complete. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll go up top on second and short. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
The Sooners decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. On target to the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense going all in to stop the run. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown LSU! They take the lead with the 6.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hey, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Washington. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy? Catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the right.
Makes the grab. It's Fields. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th-quarter finish. Back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's Fields. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Wide open downfield. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well. I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
And here's the deal. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. 4th and goal, which makes a difference to me because I drove the ball down the field. I've had some success. Do I want to stay aggressive here? This offense is down, but has a chance to really put some points on the board and make a little bit of a splash.
He'll set up to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and a challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Complete in the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. Hit as he throws. It's complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Throws toward the end zone. Looking for the goal line. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, definitely a performance to forget if you're this quarterback. Obviously, he's turned it over a lot. He's thrown multiple picks, but he's still out there slinging.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This is an impressive run by this squad, man. Getting down big, and everything looking bleak, but to be able to believe in themselves, to play one play at a time, dig their way back. Palmer, they've come all the way back against a good team, and now they got the lead.
It's really been impressive, David. I think that was the question coming into this game. People wanted to know, are they for real, or are they just a bunch of front runners? They got down early, but they never quit. Their playmakers have stepped up. They've done what is necessary, and they've executed at a high level. And all of a sudden, down multiple touchdowns, here they are making a statement with the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. Will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Owens. Quick completion on the out. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On the run, it's Fields. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Ferguson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
With the catch, it's Jefferson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Quick strike complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go. stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Right back to the well. Quick spin on the run. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
The give. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now. So take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Owens. Fires into the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Final seconds of the game. Knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that...
Oh, he's got some space. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them